What is the best age to experience war? Lisa, a young woman from Ukraine, was recently asked that question.
And I said, I don't really think that there is one, because I think that, whatever age you are, it's a different type of problems that you face.
Lisa is 21. Today, she's wearing a pink blouse and a heart-shaped necklace. An outfit that might make you think of a sweet, demure girl. Until she looks you straight in the eye, without blinking.
I remember talking to my dad shortly before the invasion, and he was like, yeah, it's gonna happen, they're gonna occupy us all. And I'm like, no, they won't, it's impossible. And I still believe that it's impossible, because then you need to kill all of us. And the history showed that even the Soviet regime didn't manage to do that.
Lisa was 18 when Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. She fled the country with her family. After several stops in Europe, she arrived in Berlin and is now studying arts and politics on a scholarship. Like many of her German friends, the first thing she does in the morning is grab her phone.
Yes, I wake up and that's usually even though I know it's a very non-healthy habit, that's what we all do.
Scrolling through Instagram. But for an Ukrainian, checking the news can be dangerous. Especially when the mind is still searching for connection, like yesterday. So were you still laying in your bed?
Yeah.
Like with your pajamas on and everything?
Yeah. I was in my pajamas and I was laying on my bed and I just saw it.
In one photo, she recognized her uncle's house in Kiev. A Russian bomb had hit it.
And then there is a round of calls of checking if everyone is okay, and then reposting on Instagram, to share before breakfast.
I'm laughing because I don't know what to say, really.
It's a bit surreal.
It's totally surreal. Seven hours after our conversation, Lisa is at Berlin's prestigious Gendarmenmarkt. Around 100 people have gathered at the historic square from the 18th century, near the old concert hall. They are holding protest signs and Ukrainian flags.
We do not understand how people in Germany can go and celebrate a Russian artist who has been openly supporting Russian aggression while people in Ukraine have been hiding in bomb shelters for the past months.
The protest takes place shortly before an open-air concert of a famous Russian-born soprano. The fact that she celebrated her 50th birthday at the Kremlin Palace with President Putin's blessing doesn't stop thousands of classical music fans from attending the open-air concert. The Ukrainian community in Berlin is outraged. Their protest is organized by the local NGO Vitsche that puts on conferences, protests and festivals, mostly funded by the German government. Vitsche co-founder Vlada, originally from Kharkiv in eastern Ukraine, moved to Berlin 8 years ago. The name Vitsche refers to an Ukrainian tradition of cooperative decision-making, something Vlada takes pride in.
Our democracy is very, very, very old. It's important to understand that democracy is one of our biggest values, something that we are ready to protect. No one in Ukraine wants a war because it's terrifying. We have to, because if we don't, our entire country is going to be occupied. And living under a dictatorship, when entire life Ukraine has been a democratic country.
Vlada is afraid that Germans are starting to normalize the killing in Ukraine.
Either they think that the war is over because they stopped looking at the news they stopped wanting to see the truth, or they, normalized it.
And indeed, if you ask people on the streets of Berlin, the picture is mixed.
Actually, I'm not really into the news about Ukraine now.
We are watching the news every day and reading a lot about it.
No, I don't look. I not like politics. Was bad.
When they are in the news, I always read the online paper, yeah.
21-year-old Lisa knows that more and more Germans are tired of hearing about the war. She also knows that public opinion influences government decisions on whether and how to support Ukraine in the future. So, what can she do to help her family members who are still there?
You always question still if what you're doing is enough. And there is a lot of grief, there is a lot of responsibility, a lot of maybe shame, or shame is the wrong word, but
Guilt?
Guilt, exactly. Of guilt of being where you are and not doing the job that is actually important. And if I have this guilt, I need to do something with it.
And Lisa is doing something. She searched for community and found Vitsche. After a meeting with the board, she became an active member.
I mean, Vitsche is a good way of therapy, because if you stay together and if you do something very small for organization, it still feels like you're changing something. We're now looking for an office, so let me take over some operational tasks and just look for an office for 1-2 hours a day in my free time to help the organization survive, or I don't know, join the demonstration today, help out with walkie-talkies. I don't know, something practical, something very hands-on.
So, what is the best age to experience war? Maybe it really is 21.
I think it's still the time when you believe in big truths and believe that something can be changed.
For the Transom Story Workshop in Berlin, Julia Weigelt.